Good afternoon, actually. I was going to say morning, but it's afternoon, isn't it? Good afternoon, everybody.
Just about clocked you kept that on, you know. I didn't think he was going to keep that on for XG.
What?
That jacket.
What's the matter with it?
Why would you think about that?
Just an interesting coloured jacket.
It is brightly coloured. You're wearing all black.
What's wrong with wearing all black?
You're allowed a little bit of colour in your life, Ronnie.
No,
So
I
okay.
rate the dark
Same
coloured
can't be
top.
said for John Yems.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Allegedly.
Shit. We will talk about John Yems later because I'd like some perspectives on this, on how the flip that goes down. Listen, if you're a Manchester City fan and you're watching this, we fucking won already, haven't we? Right? That's literally why we're fucking doing it. 2, if you're a United fan going, oh, we can barely laugh at City in our situation. Yes, we fucking can. And yes, we will.
We need something to laugh about. I don't get that.
For one, if you're
listen.
we can't laugh at City, you need some mates. There you go. We're too shit to laugh at City. Not right. Fuck you, get out.
What do you think
right?
City did for fucking 60 years before they got good?
I tell you what,
Laugh
if
at
you
us
didn't
whenever it went
enjoy last night,
Exactly.
you can't be a United fan if you didn't enjoy last night. I had my best time watching European football last night since Marcus scored in Paris. I fucking loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Me too.
We've literally had little to nothing to be excited about, to laugh about, because we have been shit. We have had a bad season.
You know how
So
bad
why
it was
can't?
looking?
So why exactly? So
You're looking
why
at City,
can't?
Liverpool
Why can't
Champions
we enjoy
League
it? Why
final.
can't we enjoy it?
Pep
At least a little bit.
$1 billion on defenders, right? He's 1-0 up. It's over. They're talking about all this, that, and the other. It's over. It's a City Liverpool final, and then in the 90th minute, Rodrigo gets one, and you're like, there's not enough time. There's not enough time, surely. Fucking yes, there is. Extra time's on, baby.
There's a few reasons as well.
And Benzema scoring the winner.
Benzema, that was inevitable.
Great.
But listen, Real Madrid have this Champions League voodoo juju going on. It's just their competition, and also
They've won it 13 times.
There's also there's an
13.
accusation. There's an accusation as well of Yaya Toure.
Oh, there's a bit of black magic on
Might have
City
put-
never going to win it.
Might I put a little bit of juju on our Pep?
Blue Moon says, let's be
That's
fair.
why-
You're in the wrong fucking neighbourhood, brother. Right? That's not going to happen around here. Listen, Pepper's spent $1 billion. He has got wanked off throughout this entire reign at Manchester City and failed to deliver the one thing he's there to deliver. Like, surely you'd have won it by accident now. When was the last time we won it? Over 10 years ago. Greatest manager the world's ever seen. Yeah, against United, obviously. But the greatest manager the world's ever seen.
The notion now with Pep is he's not won the Champions League trophy without Lionel Messi
Correct.
I know.
in his prime.
And they've won it since.
And
Barcelona have won it without
we
Pep.
spoke about it upstairs. Pep Guardiola has come in, and what he's done for Manchester City is do what managers were doing before him for Manchester City, which is win league titles and
not win the
accumulate.
Champions League.
But he's not won the Champions League, which is
Yes,
what
he's
been
won some
brought
back-to-back.
into being.
Julian Lescott. Sorry, mate. They're not winning 3 on the bounce, our kid. That's not happening. You see, if they win 3 on the bounce, they win this season's and next season's. You can't count next season's yet. I'm sorry. I know it's maybe news to you. And I hope you do, honestly, because we're not going to. And I don't want the Scousers to win it. Real Madrid need to go and finish the job for us now.
Yeah.
Put to bed all this talk of the quadruple. City end up with a league title after where they've been is fucking superb. Scousers end up with a League Cup after where they've been. Honestly, you tell me I can't laugh at other teams. I fucking guarantee you I can.
Did you watch it on BT? Sure, because I know there's a couple of channels people watched it with Peter Jury's commentary, but I'm on about...
Well, on my telly last night, and if you've got a missus at home, there's a good chance that this is your fucking situations. I had the game on.
You mute it?
No, I said I had the game on.
Yeah.
About 20-something minutes in, I was like, City are going to fucking take these. So I turned it off, right? The missus is watching the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial literally like it's deadline day. She is obsessed with that shit. And then when Rodrigo scored, I was like, shit, I'm going to get it on. So I tried to get it on my laptop. I've got a new laptop. So for everyone watching the live streams, we might do one later. New laptop time. So hopefully the battery doesn't go. So I fire up my laptop to go and log into BT. I log in on BT and it's like, oh, we can't use Safari. You need to use Chrome. I was like, fuck it. I've not even got Chrome on there. It's that new. Like, literally only came yesterday.
Why is that?
It doesn't come with Chrome shit, does it? Like you have to download it.
Shit.
So it's got no software on it whatsoever. It's literally brand new. Just dicking around on like YouTube on that on it.
That's the point I was making. I was making the same point as Callum. I was talking about Steve McManaman's commentary.
All right. Well, either way, yeah.
Yeah,
so
he was literally in tears the whole game.
I ended up getting it on after Rodrigo scored the second. I saw that pop up on my phone. I'm like, shit, because obviously I've got to download this, then install it, then log in on this one. And in that time, they'd scored the next one. So obviously I watched all of extra time with a fucking big fat grin on my face. I think I said, didn't I, Benzema scoring a winner. And let's be honest, I'm not claiming any sort of mystic Maggie. I think 30% of the world said Benzema's getting the winner in this game.
And he did.
And he did.
He fucking did.
I was shitting it though when I saw it was a penalty, and I was like, oh, he's Panenka the last one.
Yeah, I know.
This is set up for him to fuck this up now.
He's missed a few as well.
He's never going to Panenka a 2 in a row.
No.
Now, but like,
surely, now with what was,
I feel like that would work.
basically, it was a pen to send him into the final of a game that they were basically going to lose 20 minutes earlier. He was never going to Panenka that.
He's proper slot.
Even though he was calm though.
Oh, it was calm.
I feel like Real Madrid can do it against Liverpool, but I think they're going to have to score at least 3. Because I don't see him keeping Liverpool out, unfortunately.
Alex Darlington with a super chat there. He says, last night was the most I've celebrated any goal since Paris 3-1. No shame about it either.
It was like that in our gaff as well. I jumped up and screamed.
Yeah, me too. I was on my feet.
I will not lie.
Yeah, she didn't turn around. She's like, what you doing? I'm like, shut up. City are losing. And she's just like...
It's just mad because when Mahrez scored, it was like there was no way you could see it going back the other way. You just couldn't. You just thought City will dominate the ball now and they'll just end the game. They
should have finished it with 104% possession.
They fucked it.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon this sort of Man City not being able to get over the line in the Champions League is to do with
Did you see that stat kicking around last night? I don't know if you sent me one from Squawker but they deleted it, but I did see someone else had tweeted it. When they concede under Pep in these massive games, they concede double goals and it's I think there's been I think it was 9 games or something like that, 8 games, accumulatively 17 goals conceded in 89-minute block, where it's 2 in 14 minutes, 2 in 6 minutes, 2 in this minute, and have crashed out of stuff spectacularly. They've never just been edged out. They don't usually get dominated, obviously. They have so much of the ball.
No, it does make sense because I remember there was a bit where Foden gave a foul away and Real Madrid were time wasting, but I remember looking at him and he was so he looked gutted, and there was still 5 minutes left.
Is this a mental resilience?
That's what I
was thinking about this. If you watch, I don't know if anyone used to do this. Did you when you was playing Pro Evo with your mates and you score and it jumps to the replay? You can jump it round to all of the players' faces.
Do you know what?
Used to do that. If you looked at City yesterday when the goals went and they were all,
with Pep, one thing I will criticise him for is he usually has an issue with adjustments in game. He's got this weird thing what he does where he doesn't make substitutions in games where he needs a goal, and if his team's doing really well, then he'll change things up. He always seems to do things backwards, the other way around. He tries to be too clever, and then it backfires.
He's an overthinker.
Yeah, whenever City get into a situation where they're up against it, or they're up against any type of adversity, I never see anything from him to change the course of a game. Pep's success is usually they don't. Pep's usual success is they're dominating from the start with the game plan from the beginning, and their talented players kind of win the game. Obviously, I'm not taking all the credit away from him, but whenever they're up against it, there's a bit of adversity, and they need to win a game at the end. I feel like he's not fully got the minerals.
I agree with you. Have crumbled more than they've achieved in the last 5 minutes of games. When you think about United's 99 team, for example, it was known for the mental resilience. We didn't dominate games from the start. We was in far closer contests.
Most of Fergie's reign was about last 10 minutes United.
Yeah. And Fergie time's literally a thing because this team doesn't know when to quit. Now, I'm clearly biased and I'm clearly unapologetically so. I would rather be winning things like we did in 99 because the explosion and roller coaster of emotions that you get is mint. And that's part of the drug.
You can't. You can overcoach. I feel like Pep overcoaches.
Well, we said this before, didn't we? If he'd have just fucking took the week off before the Champions League final last year, they'd have won it.
I know, but if players are so engrossed in the system, it's where is that that whatever came out of Real Madrid last 5 minutes, where was that in a City
That's Carlo
team?
Ancelotti just giving you the death stare.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, Grealish came on and he had 2 chances straight away. And I feel like that's because he's a player who hasn't been at the club long. He's come from a club where he's the main man. He goes off almost
I think
field.
he's got the.
Do you know what I mean? So he came on and he breaks the system a little bit.
I don't know. I think
do you know what I mean?
I think the BT
Interesting
Sport.
if Haaland
I think the
was
BT Sport pundit
Yeah.
team was more like doing a bit of Grealish PR when he came on and said he kind of changed the game. He was brilliant when he come on.
Well,
he had
they're
opportunities and he
very
had
pro
chances.
City and Liverpool, massively so, embarrassingly so.
Nah, I don't think it's comparable between City and Liverpool.
I think?
I think the whole media euphoria around Liverpool is much more than when City dominated or when they were dominating. Like the Liverpool love affair on Sky Sports is mental.
They've
Do you
won
reckon
one
that's
Champions
'cause-
League and one title.
Do you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah, I know.
like it's the
And
punditry
a League Cup.
yeah.
Forget that.
Sorry, they're on the League Cup.
Do you
Another one.
Do you think it's even? I think
No,
they-
no.
Well, I think it's over-egged for both. So I'd just say it as that.
I
Yeah.
think because there's more Liverpool fans,
Sky's
they're trying
more
to appeal to more Liverpool
In Liverpool
fans.
favour, I think.
Yeah.
But the wank fest of Liverpool and City, I never saw this when United were dominant. Never saw us getting praised. Michael Owen coming out like Virgil van Dijk's the greatest centre-half we've ever seen. He's not even the greatest Dutch centre-half we've ever seen.
He's not even the best centre half on the team.
You could argue that. You really could argue that. And a lot of people are not going to agree with that, but you could argue
It's
it.
Joel Matip.
We've got a members chat here from Arman. He says, part of being a fan and loving your team is hating your rivals. Bring back hating people. Thank you. Why wouldn't we revel in their misery? Hope Real beat Liverpool, a la Madrid. I agree with every single word of that. Every single word.
I think
This is what
if
I love Steve McManaman. Some of the commentary that came out last night was superb. Steve McManaman, as Benzema goes off. Now, if he goes off, he can't take a penalty in the shootout, and you're like, do you get paid for this? You fucking helmet.
he sounded like a whiny little boy.
Yeah,
He was the
begging
same-
for Casemiro to be sent off, yeah, as well. And like, I don't think some of the fouls towards the end as well, like, that
every
not been a foul,
he's
that's a
theatrical,
foul.
he's theatrical, he's
I know.
claiming dives. He was like, it needs to be a little bit more impartial, the commentary. But I've heard it quite bad from McManaman recently, especially when it's the English teams. But Darren Fletcher joins him. It's a bit. I said it gave off UKIP vibes.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I think Darren
Do you know what I
Fletcher is
mean?
a commentator. I was just saying it. He gets too involved in his own opinion. He needs to commentate more. He often like says, "Oh, the referee's doing this. This is happening. I think this is happening." It's like just commentate and let the summariser do that.
5 new silence.
We need 5 new signings. I hope that's sarcasm. See, this is the thing in it as well. Like, Pep was praised at the start of the season. Look what he's doing without a striker. And then there was that City chief that he tweeted last night, like, "Oh, like we've got no depth. Our backup centre mid's 37," and you're like, "Our star player's 37. Your backup DM's 37."
They're so
Fucking
spoiled.
have a word, yeah.
Imagine they had
Couldn't see.
Ronaldo this season.
I think
Fuck
they're just rattled.
Fuck me.
I think City are rattled, mate.
Samuel says BT brushed over the Cancelo handball. Give me that one. Let's just scroll past there, please, Billiam. No, the one below.
Which handball?
No. Oh yeah, Pep intentionally bottled it so he can concentrate on beating the Scousers to the title. Did he? P Savage says City deserve to lose for having their own team name on their fucking shirt. Small club embarrassed themselves. Last night was so funny. Thank you.
Champions League virgins.
I'm so glad loads of people are on board with the fucking laughing at them thing. Because if you don't, like, honestly, Twitter was lit as fuck last night. It was mint. There was so many memes just flying around. I was having honestly, if you'd have just observed me just sitting there like, just fucking chuckling like a dickhead. I loved it. Unapologetic.
A Googler has asked. He said in the last podcast, I said Real Madrid will be a tougher game for Liverpool. I think you disagreed. I kind of stood by that because when I watched Real Madrid, Liverpool give every team they play chances. And
We're interested in Vinicius and Trent, aren't we?
Yes,
in
we
a
are.
big way.
I don't think Real Madrid are the type of team in the Champions League you want to give chances with the forward players that they've got. So
They got the trophy in a headlock this year though as well. There's just something going on. Benzema is just in this zone at the minute where can you imagine how confident he is? I bet he goes for a piss with his eyes closed. He's like, I'm gonna hit the back of the net.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with you.
Do you not
Ronaldo.
partly feel like it's not a discredit to Cristiano Ronaldo and his tenure at Real Madrid, which is one of the best tenures the world's ever seen?
yeah, of any player at any
Of
club.
any player at any club. But Benzema's probably been held back of reaching his ceiling playing under Ronaldo or in Ronaldo's shadow for a large part of his career. which isn't his fault because he's had a lot of success and he's won stuff. But
Madrid fans weren't having him
with
with it because he wasn't scoring a lot of goals. But his job was the runner, and that's what the one thing I really liked about him, which is shown the other side to his game and his abilities in the last couple of years. I loved his running. His running was always intelligent, and he was always team first running, and I fucking adore that in a forward.
He's still like that, though.
I think
he's still like that.
Like,
I also
the reason he got the assist last night was because he made a run. I don't even think he was expecting to get the ball there. I think he wanted a shot there.
I want to talk about that assist because of what I've realised with Benzema. I think he might be technically the best striker in world football.
All
technically.
round.
I'm talking about technically because he makes really, really difficult stuff look simple. That assist that he did.
So is he 35?
And he scores
34,
every kind of
34.
goal. He scores every
No,
kind
but
of
that
goal.
assist that he did last night is a lot harder than he made it look. Obviously, week 4
Dean
out
B.
the air volley.
Will, can you just go and find me City's pre-match wear, please? And we're going to have to put that on screen.
Yeah.
Just have a look for that, and we'll
The
throw
one
it on
with
the
the melting
screen.
badge.
Fucking Christ. It's jeans and a t-shirt.
Conor Allen, and
so-
I'm not saying he held him back. I'm talking about he wasn't the main man, so he weren't able to be what we're seeing from him now because Ronaldo's the main man and rightfully so. I don't think that's.
And I also don't
my
know if
statement.
Benzema could have done what Ronaldo did
No,
at the
I'm not,
time Ronaldo
that's not
was
what
there.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Mamishini says, would you say City needs a goal scorer? Again, I don't know if this is Pep. I don't even know if Pep wants one. I think he'd rather see like the 6 attacking-ish players share it all amongst themselves. I think it would almost... I think he's such a fucking weirdo about it. I think he'd probably not want like a 50-goal a season striker.
You need to be a special kind of player.
I actually thought that earlier. I thought the way he treated Aguero sometimes, etc.
Laughable.
And ever since Messi, there might be something subconscious in Pep's head because he's a weirdo where he's thinking, I want to win everything without having a main man getting all the accolades and scoring.
Yeah,
like, I want it to be all about me. And I kind of get that vibe with Pep. And I think that's partly why I didn't like to. He played Gabriel Jesus a lot over Aguero based on because he ran more.
Yeah, Zlatan was out the door as well.
Yeah,
after a season or two with him.
You simply don't
Big
bench.
personality.
Sam Mercer there says, if City get Haaland, is it game over though? I think the point you made earlier is, in theory, you think, fuck me, the amount of chances they create, the possession that they have, it should be. But because they, this is going to sound really mad, but like, just roll with me on it. Because their possession is relatively slow possession, Haaland's actually like the perfect counter-attacking striker. Is he the fox in the box? Now, of course he has good movement. Of course he has good movement. And this is why people are going to pull one word out of this and just disagree. But his lateral movement is not Aguero-ish. It's not Messi-ish. It's not even Ronaldo-ish. He's very straight line, flat track bullet, and he's excellent at that. He does not get that time in a City forward line because they're going to take 60 passes to get into shape. Then they're going to start attacking down the wide areas, and then they're going to look to cut back. That suits your Aguero stature of striker. Now, I think he gives them a different way of playing, but what Dre said before was really interesting, and I hadn't actually considered it. He plays a lot on instinct at the moment. You know, he's bounced around different clubs. He's not really been like an overly systematic style of play in any of the teams that he's played. It's quite counter-attacking. It's quite fluid. And I actually wonder if going and playing for City and being overcoached could pull his edge away.
Yeah, because he's young.
I see Haaland scoring goals everywhere.
I mean, that's always going to be true. I'm sure he'd probably be Golden Boot next season. But just, I think there's going to take his edge away. Might take his edge
I think
away.
he probably does suit the German league where he's got space to run into and that. But I've seen him, he's good in the air, and I've seen him have good movement and be sharp in the box. He'll score goals for Manchester City.
He will.
Even though he's not their prototypical striker. But he had...
Thing is, Pep has coached players to change to fit his system. Like he did it with Sterling. Yeah. He was
how was
Lewandowski
under him at Bayern?
What's that?
Well, how was Lewandowski utilised at Bayern? I mean, he scored 50 goals, I think.
Yeah, he still scored.
Yeah.
It's one of them. But the league's different in terms of obviously the bottom. the bottom.
Ahmed there, a joke from Micah Richards, a pundit, to even compare him to Kane. Benzema now definitely a candidate for Ballon d'Or. If Ballon d'Or voting was this afternoon, it's 100% going to Karim Benzema for this year. I still can't get over Micah Richards comparing fucking... He's like, do you know what? He's almost as good as Kane, you know. Fuck off. Yeah.
I do think
Kane would let you have his
work at
kids
City.
to have 1% of the fucking medals.
He's saying
and
that
trophies
because
that
obviously
Benzema's
a
got.
year or two ago, people were saying Kane was the best striker in the world alongside Lewandowski in it, but Benzema's kind of shot to the top this season in terms of goals. But now it's really between Lewandowski and Benzema because Harry Kane's goal scoring kind of speed slowed down, even though he's been a bit more creative. But I don't think
Here we go.
Benzema's
Here we
miles
go.
better
Look
anyway.
at the fucking state of that. That was their match day wear. Do you know, like United used to wear slacks and a blazer, club, classy. This is the nouveau riche, fucking utter nonsense.
Fucking
Like,
tuck
what
your
the
T-shirt in.
D squared.
That does
I'm
look
sure.
shit.
Yeah, I'm sure you got paid a fortune for it. You look like fucking knobs.
Nah, wearing that tie, he deserved to lose. Kyle Walker as well. Didn't he play the whole game on one leg? That's how desperate Pep was.
Well, he's got no. He's doing a miracle on a shoestring. What have you seen? They lack squad depth, don't they? They've only got 2
Do you know what's
11s.
mad though?
What do you want him to do with 2
No,
11s?
I'm not gonna lie. I think City still have a lot of depth in forward areas. I don't think their depth's been as mad as it's been in recent years, which is insane to say. I don't know if that's because Mendy's in prison and
Diaz,
Mendy's in
Laporte,
prison.
Ake, Stones. That's 4
exactly.
top
I'm
draw
on-
centre
I'm-
halves. Should we
I'm
start
on
there?
a-
Should we start there?
I'm
Do
on
you
a
think
ba-
it's just because Liverpool now?
I think
look to have a
it's
bit
because of
more
Liverpool. I
depth?
think Liverpool have the same amount of depth.
So exactly. So
know what I mean?
you're now looking at City, and they're not like this special club with this magic.
Because what will happen now is Pep's
squad
failed.
Yeah,
Pep's
Hosted
failed.
Media, would you
Yeah.
rather wear what City just wore there or the white suits? The white suits are better. And
Yeah, I'd
they're
wear the white
horrendous.
suits.
And they're horrendous.
I ain't wearing a white suit. Fuck that.
I'd wear
But,
a white
or
suit over that.
as your match day attire.
I'd rather wear.
I hope the same thing.
Can't
Real
catch
Madrid.
me wearing a white suit.
Can you find out how Real Madrid turned up last night? I think they have a club tracksuit. I don't think they wore suits.
Can you imagine
See if you
United?
can find Real Madrid arriving at the stadium.
Can you
last
imagine
night.
United rocking up to Old Trafford in black jumpers with a Man United badge there,
Like they're 5-year-olds on a school trip.
just straight out the mega
Honestly,
store?
you'd fucking see Fergie off. He'd see you walking down and see you wearing jeans, trainers, and a fucking big stupid megastore jumper,
Just
and be
looks
like,
silly.
"What the fuck?" We used to be a serious football club.
Yeah, I know. Well, fucking Pep always wears that City jumper with the badge melting. Have you noticed that? Just looks stupid.
That's some
It just
Manchester
looks
stuff,
stupid.
innit?
What about Michael Owen
Yeah.
saying Van Dijk is the best centre back of all time?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
just all these
it's just-
all
to me,
these
it's just
Liverpool
not, is it?
players.
That's
played
it.
in
They've got
shitter
Trent's the best
teams.
right back of all time. No, he ain't. They've got the best centre half of all time. They've got the best goalkeeper of all time. They've got the best right winger of all time. They've
Literally.
won one fucking title. They're
This
on the
is the
same
thing.
peg as Blackburn and Leicester.
I'm not gonna lie. I worry for. I don't know if Liverpool start Trent in the final. Crazy to say
because of Vinicius.
the amount of goals he's.
Well, we were
created
talking
for
about this upstairs
Yeah.
before, weren't we? If you start him, you do get the attacking threat from him, which is massive. And this
Yeah.
is the game of chess that
And
you
it-
have to play.
And the thing is, Trent's one of the most important players going forward.
I just think Real
But it's
Madrid. If Real
Yeah.
Madrid concede, they get back in the game. They conceded, was it 6-5 on
They've
aggregate?
been behind
They
for about
conceded 5
they've been in
goals.
front for about 5 fucking minutes in the
Yeah.
entire
And
competition.
Liverpool are just going to attack. And like you said, they always give chances away, even if it's like a handful. Real
Vinicius
Madrid
to
are going to
Benzema,
take them.
1-0.
They scored
Hala
6
Madrid.
goals against Man City over 2 legs. Against
mean,
Man City, we're
and
meant
they
to like
conceded about
dominate the
21 goals
ball
this
and
year
like
as
not let you have a sniff. They scored 6 goals over 2 games.
But what I
I'm
will
t-
know is, will
this
we
could
all be
happen.
wearing a Benzema Real Madrid kit
Hey,
for the Champions League final?
I'm not going to buy one, but if there was one there, I'd
Let
put
me,
it on.
let, me,
literally.
let me throw this as a hypothetical at you. Let's say there was someone who could get you a ticket for the Champions League final in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a United fan, let's say you was a relatively well-known United fan with a YouTube channel, would you go? Because you've got, on one hand, you've got Champions League final. Watch Champions League final. But the bad side is
Imagine.
you might be there to watch Liverpool win a Champions League final.
Yeah. Imagine
I
afterwards.
wouldn't
Scousers
go
everywhere.
in a salmon jacket.
Small peach, but thank you.
What are you? What are you thinking?
I may or may not have been asked if I wanted to go.
Just fucking go, and if they win, just
Well,
escape.
I've
Just go to the hotel.
Why would you not go?
Just go?
Because I'd like to live.
Me and
imagine-
Ronaldo will
imagine
look
you
after
go-
Blake.
I'd rather go Ukraine.
I'm not looking after Blake.
You'd rather go Ukraine.
Imagine you go and Real Madrid win.
Oh yeah, great night.
It's just a great
But
night.
imagine I don't.
Yeah, that's the risk. That's the risk, isn't it?
That's the
football.
risk and the reward.
Just go. We'll look after Blake. You go.
We've been trying to get an interview with Benzema on 5 all season, and it was Benzema's idea as well. I texted the group last night and just said, I'm fucking heading to Madrid. You just fucking tell me what day we're there, and I'm there for you already. Just let's fucking get it done. Jesus. Oh my God.
When's
If
the
they win
final?
it, I don't know actually when the final is. I'm not really needed to know.
It'll be the end. But you know what? We haven't. But, but what is the salvation for this season?
It's the
he
last
was asking
16.
for is for Liverpool not to win the league.
Liverpool to win nothing else. So Chelsea beat them,
Lose.
Madrid beat them, and don't overtake City for the title. Love it.
We win the league.
So City win the title.
We win the FA Youth Cup because let's be honest, in the hierarchy of what you need to win, FA Youth Cup's at the top, or you're a fucking liar.
It's true.
It is.
The best club in the world always wins the FA Youth Cup in England.
Yeah. As long as it was us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's only happened like I think 10 times. So that's one of the ones that we need to do. It's not every year the best club in the world wins it, but this year it will be. So it's over us or Forest.
Oh, there's the kit.
Well, yeah, I think.
Oh, so Madrid turned up in what looks like training kit essentially.
Yeah, their
That's more
turquoise
acceptable.
tracksuits are sick.
I mean, that's literally what the lads on the bench wore. So, okay, fine. At least it's training attire.
That's
Who
what
designed
Jack
that? Joey fucking Essex.
Jack Grealish wears that though, I reckon.
Yeah,
just like every
Jack,
day.
Jack Grealish probably got dressed like that and was like, "Oh, everyone's come the same as me."
He was like, "Oh, change me jumper."
Notch says, "Is the Nick Cage watch along in the cinema cancelled?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the we're pretending something else is happening
We can actually watch the final now. We can
Yeah,
watch
we-
this Champions League final.
until it gets to 2-0 Liverpool.
We needed the Roy
Fucking
Keane
going
commentary
right
on
out.
Yeah.
Did we laugh at City? Yes, we fucking did. Absolutely. Any questions, anybody? Losing to Borough 8-1. What's that one there from Alexa?
Stevie Wonder designed
In
that.
the late.
Wow.
No, that was the week before they got took over, I think, or the
Yeah.
month before they got took over. Mark says it's the Youth Cup, Europa League, Premier League, and Champions League in that order.
You forgot a conference on the Youth Cup.
Genuinely, best case scenario this season, City, Liverpool just walk away with the League Cup. Could happen. Not saying it's gonna.
The
Could
best
happen.
team of
Yeah.
all.
Did I say City? Meant
The
Liverpool.
best
sorry.
team of all time just wins the Carling
A
Cup.
League Cup.
Yeah.
Fucking men. Honestly, that needs to happen.
I think it's going to be bad
Insane.
enough that they've been described as the best team they've seen, and
They've never retained one trophy, not one.
But if they finish second to City in the league, it's still a bit of an indictment.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I
Don't
mean?
remember us getting fucking touched over our jeans last year when we fucking came second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many points you were far or away. Here's what happened. You came second. There's no trophy for it.
You know what second is? You know what they say?
First loser.
First, last.
Yeah.
They just.
Well,
I think
no,
it's just
first
all these Liverpool
First-
pundits are like they weren't part of Liverpool teams that have won leagues.
Yeah. Sam Mercer, how long
everything
can
they
we
see
laugh at City realistically
better.
till we're good again? I think so. No, you can always laugh at City. They'll always give you something to laugh about.
How do you do?
They always do. They've basically, for the last 14 years, had unlimited budget, had every single thing go their own way. They've even got the media in their back pocket. They've got accusations of all sorts of shit. They've broken rules left, right, and fucking centre. They hired a proven drug cheat
Empty
as their
seats.
manager. And they're still getting touched over their fucking jeans in the press. Of course you want... Okay, Real Madrid are literally backed by a king, but you just don't want these fucking oil merchants to win, do you? It's as simple as that.
PSG light, innit? Is it funny that the two oil merchants are struggling the most to win the Champions League? Might be something in that.
They'll win it eventually. It was like when they didn't win the league. Adrian says,
they won't.
laugh at City all you
No,
want.
they won't win eventually. Have you not seen?
I know, but people said, well, you're not just going to win the Premier League. are you? Well, they did.
Nah,
right?
but
And then they've won
Nah, but
several
if
and
that
dominated
Nah, but
it.
really, if that Yaya Toure curse is real,
Oh, if it is real, yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, but
Juju's serious, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
Adrian says, laugh at City all you want. City's still a better team than us. Yeah, that's the point, you fucking knob. Right. Anyway, this is a sponsored video, so obviously keeping it very professional, as usual. And if you don't want to fucking balls it up like City did against Real Madrid
Or if
last
you want-
night,
or if you want your
need to make
balls.
sure you've got clean fucking spuds, right? No one's ever won a Champions League with a hairy sack. That's a fact, and you can Google it. So summer is here. The sun is shining. Shirts are off. You got to keep your shorts on though, because you'll be arrested and in jail for 3 o'clock. But you need to make sure your balls are smooth. How smooth? Like Karim Benzema in fucking injury time. That's how fucking smooth you need to have it. Listen, don't kill the vibe, by getting your fucking sausage out at a barbecue and it's covered in hair. No one's interested in that, yeah? Clean cock only. So if you're interested in getting clean cock, you don't want hairy cock, then you need to get Manscaped, because Manscaped is going to keep your cock clean for the summer, right? And you can have whoever you want all over it. But no one's getting all over it if it looks like you just fucking found it in a barber's fucking sweeping pile, okay? So if you want to get involved in the Manscaped clean cock game, then you need to go to manscaped.com, throw in the code XG20, you're going to get 20% off and you're going to get free shipping. What do you buy the man who's got everything? Ball trimmers, yeah? And not only ball trimmers, there's a little fucking nose zapper as well to sort your nose and ear hair out, because that's fucking gross. You can tone your balls up, because everyone's balls looks like a fucking busted elbow, so get that all over your spuds. And also ball deodorant, because smelly balls are so 1982, right? We're not doing smelly balls in 2022. We're over that shit. So get in the mix, clean cock only, hashtag fucking not my bush, get it in the bottom, XG20, get 20% off, get free shipping. They support the channel, go support them. And I know some of you have got fucking disgusting undercarriage. Go and get it fucking sorted out. Happy? Happy.
That was sensational improv.
Yeah, there's no script with that.
That was sensational. Give you credit.
He was revising it upstairs earlier. Flashcards.
Malp says Steve's a classy man, yeah, with a clean bush.
Pep losing brings the best out of you, doesn't it?
It does. It does, because sometimes you've got to remember that there is good in the world. It's not all evil.
We just got to, any bit of positivity, we just got to grab on it. Just grab it and go with it.
Absolutely.
City
I'm really
losing.
looking forward to
Take
the
it.
Youth Cup next week.
Steve,
I'm
stop
probably
being
not gonna be
so.
going.
Steve, stop being so distasteful. That's what someone said.
What's distasteful?
What do you want us to do? Talk about how Liverpool might win a quad? Obviously not.
No, we're not doing that. And if this happens with Benzema doing it in the last minute again against the Scousers, you fucking better believe the next day we're in here laughing at that and all.
Thoughts on maybe 30 mil bid for Ziyech as right winger? No chance.
I don't think that's going to happen.
30 mil.
That 30 mil shouldn't happen. I don't think he's worth that much
Well,
anyway.
apparently Chelsea are going to go out of business, maybe.
Well, they've agreed a sale, haven't they? Is it to Jim Ratcliffe?
I don't know.
Wounded. But in the sale, apparently they owe Abramovich like 1.6 billion, right? It's more than the Glazers have fucking blown on debt in the last 15, 16 years. That's mental, for one. And that shows you the depth of, financial doping with Chelsea and City.
I thought Abramovich said any debt that's on the club owed to him, he's just going to
gonna leave
Yeah,
it.
but that the last thing I saw a couple of days ago was he wants it back now. But because he's fucked in it, like clearly he's like extradited from everywhere. So like,
yeah, we got poisoned, didn't he?
he's
gonna want peas, isn't it?
yeah, he wants some dosh. So apparently, the little I looked into it, could be all wrong, but let's just roll with it. He wants his money back, and the British government have said, "Hey, you're not allowed it." I don't know how the fuck that works.
Actually, I swear he said he was going to give all the money from the sale to like people in Ukraine who have
Did he?
suffered. Yeah.
Fucking did he?
Well, I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't just say that.
Did he?
Fucking did he?
I just find
Suppose
it.
if you're an
I just find
oligarch,
it funny.
you
People
say all
are
sorts.
surprised rich millionaires and billionaires are in cohorts with
The
the world
thing is,
leaders. Of course they are.
They've literally just allowed Saudi Arabia, who are currently at war, oppressing other fucking people, to buy a club in the Premier League. And then, because Roman Abramovich is also Russian and has had fucking meetings with Putin in the past, means that he's intrinsically linked and supports the fucking war in Ukraine. He's never come out and said he supports it. He's never said, yeah, they're all Nazis, let's kill them all. He's never said any, he doesn't speak, so he's never said any statement, but the British government's gone, yeah, take his shit. It just reeks of corruption because we sell arms to Saudi Arabia, so they're not going to say shit about Saudi Arabia. What about the fucking oppression being inflicted on the people of the United Arab Emirates by cities owners? All of these fucking billionaires are crooks in one way or another.
Yeah. No, you're right.
It's impossible to be a billionaire without being a crook.
Who's the most ethical
Some are
billionaire?
worse than others,
Because
though.
like even Jeff Bezos has
I'd
got
say.
like some questionable employment
With
practices.
resourcing of his
He
staff.
and
Yeah,
that's the frustrating one, I think, with Amazon as well, because Amazon's such a successful product, you feel like they could treat their staff human.
I worked in an Amazon warehouse.
Did you?
Yeah.
How
it
was
was
it?
shit, but you got paid quite well.
Is that what you
I
let
did
your
it.
hair
I did
grow
it
out?
over Christmas like 2 years ago, and it was shit. But they did pay you quite well.
Is it maybe
That's-
more of a?
Is that why you let your hair grow out?
Huh? What?
Is it?
Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I worked at Amazon.
Do you know
so I
what?
let my hair
What I
grow out.
will
What do you
say
think
to the
of new
XG
trim?
people is, I'm actually worried that it's you XG watchers that has bullied Dre into getting his haircut.
Wow, of course it is. Did you not? You don't see as soon as the
Do you know what I
camera
mean?
goes off, I bawl out crying every week.
3FHW there says
Nah.
Jeff Bezos ain't ethical. But this is the point. He's not ethical for what? As far as I'm aware, his employment rights with his staff. What else has he done? Unless I'm missing something fucking enormous here.
Who's that? Bezos.
Yeah.
So you're saying like he's a lot sounder because
Well,
apart from
all I'm aware of is he's a bit shit with the benefits for his employees and some of his working practices. What else is there?
no, I know what you mean.
There could be some more.
It's
I
that's
haven't really looked into it.
That's incomparable to stuff that's going on in Saudi Arabia, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's incomparable.
Oh, he's not giving you long enough breaks.
I got a free water
Meanwhile-
bottle from Amazon.
Fucking UAE are killing gay people. Don't worry about that. Amazon don't give everyone fucking 15-minute tea breaks. Like, I mean,
Yeah, you get free tea actually
There you
from
go.
a machine
see,
and soup.
maybe it's not all that bad.
Yeah.
But when this is the madness is they decide, oh, we're not going to get involved in that, blah 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 blah. But you got involved in this. Now, I'd love to see Chelsea's wings clipped. It's easier for us if they are, but I don't understand how Abramovich got because he's fucking. Even if he's his mate, if my mate does something, I'm not going to jail. That's not how it works.
I know. This is the thing that the with the Abramovich and Chelsea.
Sometimes
thing,
he does work like
Abramovich taking over Chelsea is like it's a risk because obviously Chelsea. None of the success they've had would have happened without Abramovich, right?
Fact.
Now, if Abramovich is taken away from the club, you're gonna lose the future success, and that's not like a problem. You can't now expect to like be a club that will continue to win all that stuff without him, and it's like that's the risk you take. If your owner's getting stuff taken away from him because of what's going on in Ukraine, that's just the way it is. That's how I feel with Chelsea. I think like if you said to a Chelsea fan before the takeover, this man's going to take over your club. You're going to win 2 Champions League, however many leagues, however many FA Cups,
Most
and then he's
successful
going to
team in the
go. And then he's going to
21st
go.
century.
Would they have taken that? Of course they would have, and that's what's happening. So that's just the way it is.
Ahmed says,
What can you
Steve,
do
are you
about
coming
it?
to Qatar to watch the World Cup? I hope to be. For those that have asked, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but like loads of people clearly haven't seen it. I'm not going on pre-season, but I am hoping to go to the Qatar World Cup. Sajo says, even Musk isn't that great. Didn't Musk get didn't his parents get their money from like emerald and diamond mines, which are not exactly notoriously known for?
I'm not
being
gonna lie
fucking-
to you. I don't really do too much research into these billionaire guys.
And then also,
Don't really matter to me.
aren't all of the batteries that are required for electric cars some of the most insane shit ever? Like, in there, the most like
You need loads of
I've heard
lithium.
it's
carbon causing
yeah.
fucking damaging.
I
to
heard
the
it's not going to
environment
be
shit.
any more CO. Like it's not going to, the whole
Yeah,
moving
it-
away from petrol
That's it.
to kind of be more beneficial to the environment. I've heard that electric cars are not going to
I
be any
think-
more beneficial.
I think it's like it takes
'Cause of
away
the
the fumes
batteries,
from
yeah.
the road. So obviously in like cities and stuff, there'll be less fumes going on.
But
obviously
where they develop the
like
batteries,
Steve
yeah.
said, making batteries like you need loads of like lithium and stuff. And apparently that's just like a mad process.
Is it just the Congo?
It's just which is worse.
One of the. It's like
Yeah, well,
all
that's-
in one spot or something.
Yeah, you need like loads of water. I think you need like sun or something. I don't know. I'm no scientist, but yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? What's good? What's worse? That's the way it works.
It's insane when you see how much
You go
money
with
you
the
need
less worse.
to be a millionaire. You can explain it in like if you make X a day for like 10 years, you've got $1 million, and whatever that X is. I think if you make X a day since they built the pyramids, that's how much you need to get $1 billion.
Yeah, it's mad.
And it's a fucking crazy ass
I
amount
saw a
of money.
stat the other day. If you're over 45 years old, this is unrelated, by the way, the world population has doubled in your lifetime. That's mad.
Yeah.
That is mad.
Someone mentioned modern
That's
slavery
why-
there. I was
that's
reading
why-
something the other day.
That's why Thanos snapped half the world.
What?
Overpopulation. Will,
Anyway,
Yeah.
I was reading something on modern slavery the other day, and they said
I don't
basically
know why you're looking at
once
me like that. It's true.
slavery in America finished,
I don't know
it
anything
was
about
replaced
Thanos.
very much so. Like slavery still exists. It's in prison. For-profit prisons are the wildest shit ever, and they make them people working there, and they pay them like 2 fucking cents an hour. That's slavery, mate. Can't say
Yeah.
no. You can't fucking go home.
I think. Have you seen the Elon Musk documentary that's come out on Netflix, all about SpaceX?
No.
It's very interesting. He basically thinks that like he says it at the end. Obviously, we've got to do stuff to help the environment here. But I think he's of the mindset that there's a massive, massive chance that this world's going to be fucked soon. So we need to look out of space to carry on human civilization, which is mad.
Just
but
fucking stick
people
a
are
bullet in
doing
it.
stuff like that,
Fucking
which
hell.
is crazy. I just think there's so many things in the world where you think people are like doing work to solve stuff like that. It's
Thriller
mad.
72, I did watch Eternals. Don't worry about it. Anyway, continue. You're just trying to at
Paul
me.
Lucas says football clubs are owned by some horrible people. Here's the thing.
The Glazers.
Here's the thing. The Glazers are fucking horrible, horrible owners, and they're shit businessmen. I don't think they're doing half the shit some of these billionaires are doing. I mean, even Taskin Sinawatra, that crook.
Was he the guy who owns City?
Yeah. And see,
Before.
this is the thing. Manchester United, when we were rumoured to be taken over by Sky B, can you imagine how much we'd have won if Sky had owned us since 1998? Fuck me. It'd have looked
Might-
like Scotland.
Bit less biased on the telly as well.
Probably, yeah. But maybe not. Maybe it would all be
Less Scouse
whatever.
bias.
But either way, so there was protests against Sky buying us, which would have probably only been beneficial for United. There was protests against, and certainly the monopoly that United would have had over TV money and everything would have just flipped the script in 1998. There was protests in 2005 about the Glazers buying us, and ultimately it failed and it went through. Manchester City were taken over by Frank Sinatra, who is a literal crook. He was the Prime Minister of
I
Thailand
did it
that was
my
getting done
way.
for fucking squirreling away loads of sorts of embezzlement stuff. But there was also some like really questionable like fucking Thailand murder squad from his police. He was doing some mental shit. Not a fucking word said about it because City obviously a fucking two-bit club. Then he get taken over by Abu Dhabi in just the biggest sports washing fucking maneuver you've ever seen. Not a fucking word. They're outside the Etihad with fucking fake beards on and fucking like Egyptian towels on their head and stuff fucking about.
Newcastle doing that as well.
Yeah, and you just think, like, it's unreal. The standard United are held to versus some of the other fucking clubs is honestly fucking nuts. But I guess that's the gift and a curse of being a fucking big club, isn't it?
Being extra successful. Josh Mackey with an outrageous statement there.
Well,
Look for
wow. I don't think I'm going to read that.
He's on about billionaires, by the way, allegedly.
Is there any billionaire, like,
Pompey are owned by ex-Disney guy.
has J.K.
Mickey Mouse.
Rowling made $1 billion off the films? Harry Potter and that. Is she a clean billionaire?
She's
Or
probably
is she
earned a lot of
fucking
money.
doing something mental as
Well,
well?
as people were saying in the comments, though, the whole concept of being a billionaire is just naturally unethical anyway. For the most part.
Yeah, in a way.
Because isn't the disparity between the rich and the poor just widen anyway over time?
Everyone's
Well,
got their
that's
flaws.
just-
Do you know what,
Yeah,
over
no matter how much
COVID,
money you got.
Yeah.
like the bottom fucking 80% of people, which is us lot, lost X amount of billion, and it literally just transferred to the top 20%. It literally just went, like that.
It's almost like they did it on purpose.
J.K. Rowling is a billionaire, apparently. Imagine that, just writing a few books, and then you become a billionaire from that.
JK is a billionaire. Okay, so is she an ethical billionaire, or is she involved in dark magic?
Oprah Winfrey.
I don't know.
Is
Books-
Oprah Winfrey an ethical billionaire, or is she
Books.
some sort of fucking lunatic?
You have to cut down trees for books, and that's bad for
don't-
the environment. So she's clearly not the ethical billionaire. The thing is, right, so
Glazers were friends with Epstein. Not surprised.
that's
Please, someone find them photographs.
I want to find a
or
photograph.
fucking flight manifests. Let's find out if they went to fucking Epstein's Island. Honestly, in fact, hadn't she been done? That she's saying Maxwell, or however the fuck you say that name, by the way. Hadn't she
Ghislaine.
been done? Ghislaine.
I
is
don't
that
know,
it?
but she's fucked up as well. So
Don't know if she's
I hope
been
she
done.
does get done.
She got found guilty of sex trafficking, and no one else has been nicked.
Do you know
I
why
think
no one
she
else has
did
been
just
nicked?
as bad as what Epstein was.
There's quite a lot of power to the other people that are involved in it. That's probably why.
I mean, didn't Prince Andrew basically just say, "Yeah, I'm not fucking going," when they tried to get him to America, and it was like, "Oh, okay, that's that dealt with then." Literal member of the royal family.
Do you know what? I think he's,
Turbo
think he's
pedo.
heavily involved in it.
Who you know?
That Ellen DeGeneres, whatever her name is. Is that how you say her name?
Don't know who she is.
Is she? Yeah, is that how you say her name? Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. She's quite bad for it as well. Not surprised though. She's a bit of a weirdo. But basically, anyone with extreme amounts of wealth can never really be completely ethical.
No.
People are saying J.K. Rowling literally has given a lot of her money away to charity, but she'll still have a little bit of dodginess. I'm pretty sure. Not generalizing, but it seems to be a pattern.
Thing is, the bigger you get, the more money you make. The bigger it gets, the higher you go. The more people are like coming underneath your sort of control and power. Do you know what I mean? So like, obviously, as Amazon grows and grows and grows and grows, you're employing more and more and more and more people. So there's more chance for you to fuck up and do fucked up stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just trying to think how.
Do you think the fastest way for the Glazers to get binned is for them to get tied into stuff like this?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're in Florida.
So
Isn't that where his island was?
Tampa.
I don't know.
Is it Tampa?
I don't know.
We need to do some little digging and research into the Glazers. We need to find some dirt on them.
Dean says
Yeah,
there's a
100%.
conspiracy theory she sold the Harry Potter idea off Star Wars. No, it's like so many of these films, like Pocahontas is Avatar.
Everything's inspired by something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's not. I don't think she stole the idea off. I think it was just fucking. Sad says thought this was a football channel. This is just nonsense talk. I didn't fucking make you tune in, dickwad. So it's easy. Go watch some other fucker. Right? How about that? Stick to football. Stick to fingering cats. How about that?
Yeah,
LeBron,
you're under a
Tiger
magnifying
Woods,
glass as
Michael
well.
Jordan. Is Michael Jordan an ethical billionaire?
Oh,
Do we know of any dodgy shit he's done? Likes a bit of gambling, but it's legal.
He weren't really an ethical guy in his playing career. Michael Jordan,
In what sense?
in terms of his treatment of teammates.
I think it was just called standards,
Kind of
that, mate.
But I don't know.
Ronaldo.
Not I can think of.
Is Ronaldo a billionaire?
Yeah, because I think his lifetime deal with Nike was £1 billion thing.
God damn.
I
Yeah,
think
LeBron James is $1 billion deal with Nike as well, but I don't know if they're actually got billions in the bank.
Yeah,
to be
obviously
classed
it'll
as
be over
billionaires.
time, won't it? They'll probably look after you for
Someone
life.
saying Vince McMahon.
When am I going to lose weight? When your mum stops feeding me. Ahmed says, Steve, what does my missus think about the Johnny Depp
Fucking
and
hell,
Amber
Steve's
Heard
on
trial?
fire this morning.
She's just fucking all about it, mate. She's just absolutely all about it. She wore a T-shirt yesterday. This is no fucking joke. I'll get her to put it on her social media because she did it. She was wearing a fucking top yesterday that said Mega Pint.
I'm still laughing at it because your mum is feeding me.
Yeah, he's earned $1 billion in his career earnings.
Let's research the Glazers and fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
This might be how we get rid
Listen,
of them.
anyone
We've got to
can
get rid of
find
them. Come
a
on.
photograph at the Glazers at Epstein Island. There's 30 quid in it for you. Can you imagine? In fact, can you imagine being the United fan that uncovers that? I reckon we could make. Can I make a GoFundMe? Right? Can we get it to like 200 grand? And all the GoFundMe is someone to find evidence which leads to the Glazers being linked to Epstein, and then you can just have all that as a reward.
People get on Photoshop.
No photoshopping. Needs to have been a real one.
I actually think there's a chance they get found with all that dirt and still don't leave. That's the concern.
Maybe.
But
But it's got to become untenable because you lose all your sponsors,
Yeah, it
all
gives
the
us
rest
more
of that
ammo.
sort of stuff.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Listen, and if someone wants to get me over to Flowrider, I'll fuck them up.
Would you?
No, it's not a threat because they're illegal.
Allegedly.
It's just, some of these are just jokes. But yeah, I'll definitely fuck them up. Allegedly.
Yes.
So that's what you just said to the judge. I was joking.
Yeah, it's just a joke.
Is that your defence?
This is all entertainment and none of what we say is real. It's like South Park.
What
If any
do you
names,
call it? Is it
any names mentioned
is that-
within this podcast are purely coincidental
call it?
and entirely fictional.
is it poetic license?
I don't know.
What is the laws though? with
Plausible
that?
deniability.
What is the laws of that? Because it's the same in music. You know, when someone talks about crimes they've committed or crimes you want to commit on music, it can't really. It's not admissible in court, or is it now?
I think if you
What
like
license
reference
do you have?
on July 11th at 4:15 a.m. in Florida at this junction, I shot a man dead. And they're like, hang on,
I am the
someone
chorus
got,
kicks in.
someone got fucking shot in the head there.
I didn't know whether that was a myth or not.
Fucking
I thought
looks
just
like
to
you
get
and
in
all.
trouble.
The Glazers wear socks and sandals. Do you know what I'm saying? How the fucking hell are these having it?
Do you reckon there's anything that can be done to get rid of them in the near future?
Not legally.
Anything? Well, yeah.
Oh, there's loads of illegal shit you could do. Loads of illegal shit.
I don't
We'll
think.
have a chat upstairs.
Realistically, the Glazers are gonna
Let's
hang
get
on
Yaya Toure
for as
in
long
here.
as they can.
Yeah.
Get Yaya
Yeah, they
Toure
will,
in
they
here
will.
and let him put a bit of fucking juju on him, and let's see what happens.
Fucking go on then.
Ahmed says, actually agree with Ronnie, nothing will happen if you connect them to Epstein. Remember the years ago the Patriots were caught in a massage parlour that was connected to human trafficking.
Shame they're not Russian, eh? Imagine they were
Prostitution
Russian.
and nonsense, just a different fucking vibe though, innit? Even if, you know, some of it, sex trafficking's generally not fucking consensual, usually. There's just a different flavour to it somewhere. It's, you know, nonsense just bad okay.
Oh, it is.
Paul says, head out to Florida with bats and ski masks. JK, don't do that.
Now they're saying it is inadmissible as evidence, but it's probably a great lead. So I wouldn't recommend self-snitching then. I wouldn't recommend it. Stop.
Fly me to Florida. Let's see what happens. What can be done to get out these fucked owners? Not a lot.
Are you looking forward to going to Qatar and seeing what it's going to be like? Because, you know, like, obviously, everyone's saying that you can only have pints in, like, hotels and they're going to cost you, like, 10 euro a pint. Well, obviously not euro, but £10 a pint and stuff. You excited to see what that's going to be like?
Not really, but there's not a lot of options. I mean, I really wanted to go to a World Cup. Brazil would have been my fucking destination of choice, in all honesty, rather than Qatar. I mean, this just shows how fucked up the money's gone. Qatar's got less fucking people in it than Drozen, I think. Drozen aren't in the fucking bidding to host any fucking World Cups anytime soon, are they? And I'll be honest, Drozen's got more fucking football culture than Qatar as well, in a big way.
Yeah. Qatar's got more sand, though.
Scouts on the Real said socks and sandals are still better look than wearing Crocs. There's no place for socks and sandals at all.
Where do you stand on people
The only
outside of like a football training ground? What's your thoughts on people wearing socks with sliders, like
that's
around
miles,
town?
That's miles different
I
than,
used to
than
think-
socks and sandals is what you're probably on a checklist at an asylum.
Yeah, I think it looks shit, to be fair, still. Socks and sliders.
Honestly.
I used to think it
Yeah.
looked all right, but nah, it just looks fucking...
I think it's a sign of mental
What's
Loads
the
of people
point?
walking around on Saturday wearing fucking sliders with socks in town.
You saw.
What's all this about Rothschild?
I don't know. I think the Rothschild Bank helped the process of takeover, and I think it was JP Morgan and the Rothschilds Bank that did it. I think people just see the Rothschilds and just link it to all of this conspiracy sort of shit, but it's a real bank, like with branches, like so you're gonna see their name pop up in random fucking places. But yeah. Anyway, I'm wrapping it up. Cheers to Dre.
Cheers, guys.
to Ronaldo.
Cheers, Steve and Ronnie.
And I'll probably do a live later tonight if you want to come and join us. But get in the chat and get in the comments. What topics shall we do? And Katie Burner says, who you to talk? Can't even make the Europa League. Look, you fuck. I don't care. We're here to laugh at City, and we've done it.
And we are going to get
And then we
Europa
put the
League.
billionaires on watch, and fucking J.K. Rowling got a fucking sniff and all.
And we got a
Fucking
search
watch out.
and we got a search party out on the Glazers and their affairs.
Yeah. And if you're from Tampa, there you go. Roberski says, I'm actually from Tampa. We don't heard about them around it. Yeah, you're definitely from Florida. We don't heard about them around here.
They made the taxpayer pay for your new football stadium.
Yeah.
So you probably
You're
should.
just asking Manchester Council to do that. That fucking congestion charge coming into town about 50 quid a fucking day. Jesus, silly fucking Christ. We don't heard about them around here, though, sir. Anyways, I'll be going live again later tonight. Probably do it about 9 o'clock. If you want to come and tune in, I'll see you in a bit. Laters.
See you later.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.